If you're unhappy, anxious, or depressed right now, there's one thing that I can tell you that is just about guaranteed to help. Assuming, of course, that first you have a relationship with Jesus. It is gratitude. And it's defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary as the state of being grateful. And they define grateful as appreciative of benefits received or affording pleasure or contentment. So gratitude is basically just being grateful. But what kind of benefits does it have? If it's supposed to cure your anxiety, depression, and lack of happiness, then let's have a look at what it says biblically. Psalm 118 verse 29 says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." It tells us to give thanks to God. Psalm 9 verse 1 says, "I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds." Let's have a look at that last part. It says, "I will tell of all your wonderful deeds." This tells us that we can express our gratitude to God by telling others about how good God is. Not in a way of, okay, I am getting more favor of God than you are, but in such a way that you and the person you're talking to can both share in the gratitude of God. Colossians 3:15 says, "And let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called in one body, and be thankful." It tells us right there, it says at the start, "And let the peace of Christ rule your hearts." And at the end it says, "And be thankful." So peace and thankfulness, or gratitude, go hand in hand. And finally, Philippians 4:6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God." This tells us that thanksgiving, which is a synonym for gratitude, goes hand in hand with not being anxious. It says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God." All these verses, if I had to sum them up into one sentence, it would be that we need to express our thanks to God, and that this gratitude that we have, this heart posture that we have, will eliminate anxiety and therefore give us peace. But after we have looked at it biblically, let's look at it logically. If I'm grateful for what I have, but you aren't grateful for what you have, who do you think is happier based on that one fact? Of course, the man who's grateful will be happier than the man who isn't. So now we know that gratitude is extremely powerful to help us control our emotions. But how do we integrate it into our lives? First off, gratitude journaling is super helpful. It's actually something that I've been doing. Every morning I just write down a few things. I write 5 things down about what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for this phone. I'm grateful for my bed. I'm grateful for food on my plate. And that sets a tone of gratitude for my whole day. And you can do the exact same. You can do this on a pen and paper or digitally, but I've actually created some journals that you can buy online. One that just came out specifically for gratitude journaling, I'll show a photo up here. I don't have it personally with me because it just came out, but I'll be sure to get a copy soon. But it basically just gives you 5 things that you can write down. I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this next thing, and just write down 5 things a day. And I have some self-growth and Christian journals, let me go get them. And these other journals that I made, one's specifically for Christians, one's for just self-improvement in general, they have spots where you can write down things you're grateful for. There's a lot of other prompts right here, but there's 5 spots to say I'm grateful for ... And the same thing with the Christian one. So if you want to buy any of these, they're in printable form, Notion template form, and physical form. So I'll leave their links in the description. But of course, you can always just do it on pen and paper. And after you journal about your gratitude, you can pray in thankfulness to God, going down the list and thanking Him for each individual thing you wrote down. I actually personally do that. Or even if you aren't doing gratitude journaling, you can just pray in thanksgiving to God. Make it a habit for your daily prayer. But in my opinion, the best way to implement gratitude into our lives is having a mindset of gratitude. With this kind of mindset, whenever you see something bad that's happening in your life or outside, like on the news or whatever, instead of focusing on the negative, you focus on the positive in the situation and the positive that you have in your life. And throughout your life, you're constantly looking around, thinking about things that you're grateful for and praising God for them. James 1:17 that says, everything is a gift from God. So we can give God thanks for everything. Even if it was a gift from someone else, God still blessed us with the relationship with them. God still blessed them to be able to give us that gift, so we can thank God for everything. And the best way to cultivate a mindset of gratitude is to pray that God would give us that mindset. So now I challenge you. Integrate gratitude in your life in some way, shape, or form, whether it's journaling, prayer, or trying to deepen that gratitude mindset in your mind. And as you start integrating it into your daily life, watch your life change. You will overall be happier, get closer to God, and so many other good side effects. So start implementing gratitude now. With that, peace out and God bless.